Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
What's going on, Habibis? I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
And we're the Habibi Bros. Welcome to another episode of Habibi Power Hour, where you can hit that like and join button, that upvote, and, hang out with us here on Rumble. It's live on Rumble. It's Tuesday night. Jay, it's our second favorite day of the year, which oddly enough is 2 months from now. 7-Eleven. Today is 7-Eleven. Go get your Slurpee ahead of the big bash in 2 months.
Yes, I mean, you never know. You might be seeing one of Siraj's uncles. If you get a slipper from a Patel, you know he's Pakistani.
That's right. Although Patel is not really Pakistani name. It is more Indian, sir.
Is it really?
It is, yeah.
I don't think so. I think Patel is more Pakistani.
Well, if he is Haris Patel, who is the if you have trouble saying his name, think of Harry Potter. He is Desi Harry Potter. Haris Patel.
You're right. Patel is an Indian surname or title, predominantly found in the state of Gujarat. Gujarat, right? Gujarat, representing the community of land-owning farmers and later with the British East Indian Company businessmen.
Anyways, Habibis, let's go ahead and talk about
the second most Patels are Pakistani.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Anyways, Habibis, in lieu of our favorite date coming up in 2 months, use the promo code Barbie did 9/11 to join our locals for a year, and you get 3 months free. So go ahead and do that, because we all know that Barbie did 9/11 and Bush did 7/11.
Absolutely. And when you join our locals, you get access to our Discord server as well, where us and the Habibis, we do Habibi game nights. We do our own Habibi Fantasy League, which is going to be coming up soon, where I will continue to be undefeated against Ohioan local Carl.
Ohio resident. Ohio native Carl. Get wrecked, Carl. Anyways, yeah, so $5 a month. Other than that, if you didn't want to use the promo code, which is totally, I don't know, retarded, but also very on brand for me and Jay, we would totally skip using a promo code and just be like, give me take my money.
Let's go.
So helps us be independent, helps us get ready for more circle jerks in person by getting better equipment.
Exactly right.
Which we will be doing hopefully more of, inshallah, soon. Inshallah. So Habibis, sit back, relax, enjoy the next 69 minutes of pleasure. Also shout out to the Habibis who sub to us on locals. Couldn't be here without you. And also shout out to Ben Morrissey, our listener, and Spencer Sachs, our producer, who, as you all know, since this is a Wink-backed show, they had sent us their worst producer known to man. So because we're on YouTube, we'll get to that spicy story as soon as we switch it off and hop over onto Rumble exclusively. So Jay, remember last week during the 4th of July, which is a week ago to tonight, Ben and Jerry's tweeted about how on this day, on this 4th of July, we need to give back stolen land. Do you remember that?
Yes, just like the other the other typical left-wing either brands or pundits or whatever tweeting the same stupid shit, talking about how we celebrate today and being American. Remember that everything's on stolen land and we're not truly free. We need to give all the land back. All the same stupid fucking message. I remember it.
So, yeah, Ben and Jerry's proposed giving back stolen land to the indigenous people. And wouldn't you know that there is now an indigenous who wants to take back Ben and Jerry's HQ built on stolen land.
Beautiful.
And, I don't know about you, but I haven't looked up the word. I haven't looked up the definition of irony in a long time.
And this is not even a British comedy.
No.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It was barely even like 3 days after they made their tweet and announcement that they need to that the chief wants the land back.
Yeah.
You not moving. I thought I was glitching out for a second. I
thought no. I was thinking that meme. It's like my man froze. He hasn't moved for 3 minutes.
We have technical issues all the fucking time, so it's like, oh shit. So do you think they're gonna put up and actually be the Jews of their word and give up the land, or what?
Sorry, I forgot that Ben and Jerry's actually are Jewish. I thought you were just throwing that out there.
I know. God. Even Spencer was like,
yeah. Spencer's like chugging a Yoo-hoo drink right now and filming it rather than doing his job on the show. So yes, Don Stevens, who's the chief of the Nulhegan band of the Kusuk Abenaki Nation.
Second. His name is Don. His name is Don Stevens.
And
he's the chief of an indigenous group. Was he a white guy who married an indigenous person and got the title?
Can I tell you something? It's not uncommon for these chiefs nowadays to have Western American names.
Right, but I mean, when he's doing something like this,
it's a little bit crazy.
He needs to.
It's a little bit wild, but like
he needs to be called "Come on Moon" or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Running moon in the night, come on wind, something like that. to really start driving that thing home.
Come on, Eagle.
Come on, Eagle.
This is Johnny. Come on, Eagle.
But Don Stevens, go ahead. Chad, who went to UCLA.
One of the 4 descended from the Abenaki that are recognized in Vermont, told Newsweek it was, quote, always interested in reclaiming the stewardship of our lands, end quote, but that company had yet to approach them. So for those of you who are not aware, go ahead.
I'm sorry. It was like their other claim that they were making about selling, being part of BDS and not selling and trying to boycott Israel. And then when they were called out on it and stuff, that they're still selling their shit in Israel. They just, like every typical fucking lib bullshit, they just say this shit and don't follow through whatsoever. They pretend as if they are the morally the moral arbiters of pushing progress forward, but they'll never ever make that sacrifice themselves. Never. But they want to force you all to do it, but they'll never do it themselves. And that's why their sanctimonious bullshit can be shoved up their fucking asses.
So for those of you who are not aware, Ben & Jerry's is headquartered in Burlington, Vermont, which is obviously one of the original 13 colonies. And that's obviously an area that was, quote unquote, stolen by the colonizers, the British and European colonizers. And now the Abenaki people want it back. And Ben & Jerry's, who stole this land they stole their headquarters from actually somebody who would contribute something well to society, really. I said it before and I'll say it again, Jay. Ben and Jerry's needs to lead by example. They need to give up their stolen land. They obviously didn't earn it. I don't care if they bought it. It was stolen from somebody. Therefore, I mean, if you're the one who's suggesting it, you really got to be the first one to do it. Right? Absolutely. It's different to tell. It's a whole other ball game to show. So Ben and Jerry's, put your money, put your ball sack where your mouth is, and give up your land.
So it's only fair. It only makes sense if you're expecting other people to follow your message. Fucking lead by example. It's the same thing you see with all these fucking climate activist bullshits too. Like John, what is it? Kerry? What's it? Horseface? What's his name? John Kerry?
Oh, John Kerry. That's right.
Right. I mean, he would be flying around. He owns like 3 yachts, a private jet, like 17 cars, like all of this type of stuff. But he wants a mother of 6 to get rid of her van and throw away their air conditioner. They're going to go after your fucking refrigerators next and turn your AC up to 89 degrees during the winter, during the summer times. Like they are not the people who are ever.
Who did they all think we are? Taylor Lorenz?
Right. Jesus Christ.
Dylan Matthews or Mulvaney?
I still have nightmares looking at that. If I had a girlfriend who wanted to put the like at night, the thermostat at 89 degrees, I will kick that bitch straight out of my fucking house. There's no fucking way I am going all night not at 69 degrees. That doesn't happen.
Terrible.
That's the max.
Right in the pussy, Jay.
That's the max.
Gotta kick it right in the pussy, to quote Dave Chappelle. Cold Beer 69 on Local says the only solution is for Elizabeth Warren to be given the land. I'd say that's a fair trade.
I think well, not really. She only should get 10/24 of the land.
Yes. I like that. It's good.
Well, that's how much Indian blood actually.
Was there anything that we were thinking about with respect to Ben and Jerry's that we could have we probably missed? Oh, did you see this shit? Hold on, let me share my screen. I don't know when this happened, when they put this out, but you got to get a load of this. This is the type of shit that Ben and Jerry's gets into. Look at that. Like, isn't that beautiful?
It's so fucking stupid. They're so dumb. And this resist stuff. I mean, we're 3 years over the resist bullshit garbage. Just oh my god.
It's so much. Anyways, Habibis. We're gonna go and end the YouTube stream. So use the link in the description on YouTube and join us over on Rumble. We will see you over there in just a minute. What are you drinking, Habibi? I'm drinking water because I need to stay hydrated. It's hot here in Florida. Oh shit! I can't wait to come and see. Oh, I can't wait for you to come and come to Florida. Yes, that's gonna be fun. That is gonna be fun. That's gonna be. I mean, I don't remember humidity. I mean, living in California has really. Jay, shut the fuck up, okay? I'm talking here. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. In California, I was just. Don't fucking bullshit me. Get the fuck out of here. God damn it. How the fuck don't you know this? Sorry, I was just quoting President Biden. Sponsored. And now for today's sponsors. Sign up for Acorns to get a $20 bonus investment using our promo code in the description of this video. Take that $20 and invest in anything that Pelosi's investing in. Yeah. Honestly, you do that, you beat the market. You already beat it. Super hard. You will beat it. Nice and hard. Sorry, yes. Before I was just yelling at Jay, my colleague, and my staff mate, because I'm tired of whispering in his ear every time I see him in person. Oh man, this is our president of the United States just whispering. It's what you get with President Biden is you get an in real life ASMR. He's just whispering right in there. Hey, Jay. All into the mics. Jay. It's so weird watching him. Can you hear me when I'm like, hey, yeah, Jay. I can. Okay.
And it's so weird watching him do that when he's doing he rarely does holds any kind of press conference. Rarely. Mm-hmm. He rarely does any kind of questions or anything. When he does, it's always weird as shit. And he's whispering stuff to the mic. And I think he's in the point of dementia that he thinks it's a 9-year-old girl's ear that he whispers into.
Yeah, so what we have here is it's Jake Wilkins. Jake Wilkins is a unofficial Habibi. He's now over at Axios if you haven't heard. But scoop from Alex Thompson, Old Yeller, Biden's private viewery, and I literally said all that shit to you, Jay. I'm so sorry. In which I said, God damn it, how the fuck don't you know this? Don't fucking bullshit me. Get the fuck out of here. And according to one source, no staffer is safe. Let's scroll down. Let's see what the hold on. Yeah, this one went viral. So let's see what the resistancy comments are. Are there any resistancy comments? Yeah, so fucking what? I don't know. It's okay. Okay, so I feel like we need to go to like an actual. Well, I mean, like Jake doesn't have that big of a. Why don't we go to Alex Thompson's Twitter? Surely he got a lot of resistancy. You could just go and click on it. You don't have to type his name in the right-hand side. My God, how did we get the worst Jew to be our producer?
It's just the luck of the draw. It's the luck of the draw. They want to just keep us to keep us down as much as possible when this happens. But if you actually go into the story and read the story, the way that they try to spin some of the comments that he makes and everything is fucking hilarious. And you also have people like Joe Bear on The View talking about how reading it was hot, how it was like really hot watching her do it. Whatever the fuck her name is. And then
Jill Bear.
And you have some people who are talking about how, this is this piece has come up to show that he's not being, controlled by anyone, that he's actually still in control, being able to get this angry at his staffers and everything. And honestly, it's probably because he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. So he's just yelling at people when it happens. And if you had a story like that over Trump, you would have absolutely the opposite effect from all of these people going into it. And actually, you would hear them have sympathy over the staffers. Over here, they have no sympathy over the staffers. They don't give a fuck. You could throw a comb in their face and they wouldn't care.
They seriously do not care. Let's actually, I got this little nugget here since Spencer is behind the ball yet again. Look at this shit.
He's always behind the ball.
Turned on by.
Let's listen to that. You can hear that? Get ready for it again.
Turned on by Biden's anger. I am too. I like it.
You like it?
I do.
Well, you have said that before.
I like that. I mean, he's such a mild-mannered, sweet guy. Turned on by Biden.
Such a mild-mannered, sweet guy. It's so fucking insane how
hold on, Jay.
Completely.
Hey, Jay. Would. You wouldn't? You just hate women. You would if she had a dick.
Absolutely. Now that is what we're talking about.
So, yes, Joy Behar turned on by it. But if it's Trump, oh, my pussy just shriveled up.
That's exactly how they would be talking about it. It's so amazing because they will always justify all of his failures into the idea of what they want him to be. They have diluted themselves into thinking that it's the same thing with like diehard Trump voters as well. They think of Trump of being something that he's not. And they will always defend him into this worldview of what they think he is. And you see that happening with these people over and over again when it comes to Biden.
I think it's an actual societal problem, because nothing has driven politics more in the last 20 years than cult of personality. Right. I'd say last 30 years. I'd say maybe even 40. Shit. I'd say when Ronald Reagan initially came on the scene.
Yeah.
I think when Reagan came on the scene, that was sort of like the small little bud that blossomed into the fucking Venus or penis flytrap that is Americans cult of personality today.
Yeah.
And it's, if you ever read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams.
Love that book. It's my favorite book.
So there's a great excerpt early on in the book where basically it talks about like the two-party system, but in the realm of like the galactic or like the lizards that run Earth. And so everybody knows that like they're the bad lizard, but they're not going to vote for, but they're going to vote for them anyways, because the other lizard might win.
Right. And it's the same lizard. It's the same lizard.
That's the perfect synopsis of American politics right there. And we've let that kind of build up where people who have a particular, politician that they idolize or admire, not even admire. At this point, it's idol worship.
Yeah.
But for the people who like let their standards they like lower their standards for these particular politicians because they constantly they want to continue to like that particular politician because they're good and the other side is evil. And then you're looking at a situation where you're willing to follow them like off a cliff because of how much you support them and sacrificing your life all for that particular politician. It's crazy. People, it's never been about ideas anymore. I've never heard there has been nothing about this particular 2024 election cycle, Jay, that has been anything policy related story. Everything is just personality, dissing each other, shitting on each other, both literally and figuratively. I haven't seen it literally, but if anyone has any links that they could drop in the comments.
You're going to see it when you get there, right on your chest, right when I get there.
That's why I want that's why I wanted the first GOP debate to be in Cleveland, because then it'd be a nice Cleveland steamer for all of us.
Right. It would be.
So Phil Wegman tweets out the article, and this excerpt saying, being yelled at by the president has become an internal initiation ceremony in this White House, aides say. If Biden doesn't yell at you, it could be a sign he doesn't respect you. You hear that, guys? Nobody has any respect for you until you get abused at the workplace by your boss.
Then you understand that he respects you. That's
how this all works. It's so fucking nuts.
Oh yeah. My tweet made the carousel here. Biden yelling at his chief of staff.
Oh man, that's absolutely how I envision it too. Fuck, he's so old. Him and Trump are so fucking old. I mean, can we not? Fuck, it's so insane that Biden falling is like, oh my god, is he going to survive? Like we all think it. It's like, did he break something? Is he okay? Oh my god, what's going to happen?
Jay, this is the perfect segue here, because maybe the reason why Biden is slipping and sliding everywhere, he can't get up any stairs, he doesn't hit the gym.
Yeah.
He doesn't hit the gym. You want to know why? Because only Nazis hit the gym. Holy shit. Did you like that segue?
It was so good.
God, I just came in my pants from that segue. That was so good. MSNBC tweeting out an article from 2022, oddly enough. The tweet reads, the far right's obsession with fitness is going digital. And look at it getting ratioed right below.
Right. And it's really hilarious because they tweet this out like every 6 months or something, and it always gets ratioed to hell every fucking time. It's
Every
fucking
time.
nuts that everything is white supremacy now. Like working out, taking care of yourself, cleaning your room, being on time, fucking, work ethic. All this stuff are signs of white supremacy, and it is nuts that we allow these type of fucking people who are fraud intellectuals, be the front runners on this debate in Western society. It's nuts to me. You have institutions that pay Henry Rogers fucking $20,000 an hour to go and talk about anti-racism and how all these different aspects.
I feel like it's
of the
even
world,
higher than that.
Yeah, it probably is. Are signs of white supremacy. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? It starts with the downfall of academia. Academia in the Western world is garbage. It's absolute horseshit. It went from talking about how to progress society in terms of physics and philosophy and fucking what the universe is made of, in all of these aspects, into what is white supremacy, how can you not be white supremacist, how white people are all demons and evil, and how nothing anyone else did in 1776 can equate to the leaders of the free nation owning slaves. It's nuts to me. It's absolutely fucking nuts. And that's where we are right now with academia in the Western world.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this quick excerpt from that article in which it says physical fitness has always been central to the far right. In Mein Kampf, Hitler fixated. Get ready for that. Hey. How did we get here? How the fuck did we get here?
Oh shit. That is so good. You can't parody this. You cannot parody this. This is
I don't even need to go further. I want to, but I don't need to because you already get the point. Like, are they only saying that people who exercise are far right because there were so many cities, liberal democratic shitholes where everyone was so fit and athletic because everybody exercised.
So nuts. I mean, there was also that article in the Times that
I'm sorry, those were all Nazis. I'm sorry, those were all Nazis, Jay.
Those were all the people that were working out during that time were Nazis.
Where were the real libs then?
Fuck, God knows. Probably getting gassed. This, I mean, because if Jews worked out, the Germans wouldn't have taken over them, as hard as they did.
I thought you said getting gas, like they're at the pump at the gas station filling up their car.
Man, right, we're talking about Nazis and shit. I mean, that was a perfect.
Yeah, you said getting gas, and I'm thinking
getting gas. Yeah, because
why would they want to fill up their cars? That doesn't make any sense.
No, if Jews hit the gym more often during the 1930s, they wouldn't have had the run-in with the Nazis as they did. They would have been able to fight them off.
No,
but I was going to say the Times had something similar to the same what's it called article that was in NBC. It was just as fucking retarded as what we saw on NBC. It's nuts. I mean, they will tell you that being fat and ugly and a hippo like fucking Lizzo is beautiful, and then if you want to be in shape, you're a right-wing Nazi. It's so fucking delusional where we are in this type of debate. I mean, I don't understand it. I don't think it's meant to be understood. I think it's just these people are lazy as shit. They don't want to get in shape. They want to be accepted for being fat as fuck and lazy, that they want to demonize anyone else who wants to actually improve on themselves.
So it's also a sort of it's multiple facets. I think one, there's a component of the population or of that segment, say for example, the author of that piece, like just doesn't fucking understand anything about like actual extremists. Is just retarded. So either they're retarded or Jay you're gonna slap this baby on the shirt because it's by design.
Yeah,
it's by
they
design.
Want to keep you.
They want to make sure that you're
lazy.
unhealthy. They want to make sure that you die sooner. They want to make sure that you don't live as long because the climate, the world is dying, Jay. The world is dying. Climate change is killing everyone. We are the virus. So there.
We are the virus.
It's by design. That's all it is. You can cut that. You cut it, throw it up on social media, slap it on the shirt. But yeah, slap that on the shirt.
Amazing.
And Joe Rogan reacted to that particular MSNBC tweet, if Spencer can show us, in which, if you zoom in, which he's not going to do, there we go. Joe Rogan tweeting out, being healthy is far right. Holy fuck. And then I think if you scroll down, you probably will see maybe my tweet. If not, there we go. And I responded to Joe by saying, being healthy also means you're a secret Muslim, Joe. And let's watch that Taliban workout video in full.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Dude going backwards on the elliptical. That shit always kills me. Look at that shit.
This is what beat the American military. This right here.
Right there. These are the dudes who beat the U.S. military.
Oh my god!
They outlasted the most powerful nation on earth. These are the people who beat you.
And now they have billions. Now they have billions of dollars in equipment. That's amazing. Amazing.
So good. You really can't make it up.
You can't. It's so good.
Man. So with that being said, Joe Rogan's secret Muslim. I did make a meme for him. I don't know if you saw it. But Seth Dillon tweets out, why is this Nazi propaganda in my feed? Highlighting a New York Post tweet that says exercise is effective for battling chronic depression. I thought it was a funny tweet. I thought it would be better if it was like an MSNBC post or tweet.
Right after
the New York Post.
It's
not like the New York Post is considered like left leaning. They're very much like right of center.
Right. Yes,
so.
Yeah, they are. It's fucking hilarious how they've come out so strongly against exercise and everything, when really being disciplined and going to the gym and actually taking care of yourself and doing all of these steps to make yourself better is so much better for you and your health than anything else you can actually be doing. I mean, it's nuts how scientific the benefits are to it. It reminds me of how, it was how they threw away all the scientific evidence on child learning to try to push masks on children.
Right.
Like, it's insane for their narrative, for their push.
So they've politicized science, which I honestly thought was something you can never do, but they I guess that. But hold on. I'm also retarded, Jay. Hold on, because they politicized it way before climate change. So global warming, global cooling.
For years,
but it's been
politicized.
It was like under my nose. Like I didn't realize that at the time that this was all considered politicizing science. Also, welcome to the Dean, Yusuf Al Rogan. By the way, this man was attacked. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Takbir.
Allah, as I drink gin. Allahu Akbar. Straight gin. But no, science has been politicized for decades, maybe even centuries, because they think that science, just saying, slapping science on something just means it is undeniable. You cannot debate it. You cannot question it. And you have to follow exactly what it's saying. And it's hilarious because, I mean, this happened during, science on sugar, science on cholesterol, science on smoking. And the quickest one, I think, on the turnaround was the science on COVID. Was the quickest turnaround where people were able to open their eyes on the sham that is the expert community, the scientific community, and all of that kind of stuff.
This is interesting. This is an interesting thing because I don't think whoever are these like central planners, these people who specifically want to take control over your lives, I don't think they anticipated that COVID would radicalize as many people as it did.
Oh, right. Oh, I mean,
actually absurd.
The biggest people who are radicalized were parents. I think that is the biggest radicalization you've seen. And I think people need to really jump onto that momentum because we see it over and over again with, school board elections. Those ones right there are showing you that there's a huge flip on what parents are wanting to happen in their children's schooling. I mean, you are seeing a huge flip on the Muslim community, immigrant community. I mean, there's a Muslim community here in California that I'm friends with over the years.
You're friends with a Muslim community?
Not a Muslim community, the Muslim community. There's a group of Muslims. And the way that they talk about the Biden administration and the way that they talk about how the Democrats are pushing this pride agenda on their children is insane. They have been completely radicalized against it, and they are pushing so hard against it as well. And you don't want Muslims to be radicalized because soon they'll put vests on 4-year-olds and send them to school, and you see what happens.
It's crazy. Well, so everything we said about like you could go back and watch the first episode of the Habibi Power Hour, which came out in April 22nd, 2020. It's our first episode. You know, watch the show as it goes on through 2020, and then at some point in like the middle of 2021, I'd say like that was like a complete flip. It's like when Jay and I had our fucking coming out party. Where we're just coming out of each other. But everything you heard like in the beginning like started to like change bit by bit. And by the next thing you know, we're out here basically talking about how everything is by design because I used to believe in coincidences.
Yeah.
And not so much anymore. Things are too
and before we started the show,
things are just too convenient to be considered coincidences at this point.
Right. And before we started the show, you were further left leaning than you are now.
And probably even further to the left of you. I would actually argue I'm still to the left of you.
You were much more further to the left than I was, like during that time.
But where would you say I am now, though?
Now you're more center right and further right than you ever were before. Like so much further. I mean, I would say when we started, you were closer to your mother and brother on issues, and now you're closer to where I am on some of the issues.
See, like I don't know where you were when you first started, when we first became friends, because I always thought you were kind of like in a similar like state of mind.
Oh
Awesome.
no, I was still as radicalized as I am now.
So you know how how crazy things are, like where stuff that is just like as clear as day, things that on any like nine times out of 10 you could call a spade, right?
Yeah.
Well, things that were considered a spade say 10 years ago are now considered QAnon conspiracy theories. Did you like that segue right there? Because
That was a beautiful segue.
It was really good.
Thank you. So basically what I wanted to tell you is that apparently child trafficking is QAnon conspiracy theory, everyone. I hate to break it to you.
Who would have thought?
Who would have fucking knew? And to show you that there is now a QAnon conspiracy theory film in theaters, I give you The Sound of Freedom.
How'd that make you feel? Giving a child his freedom. Felt good. You have been at this for 12 years.
My country, 'tis of thee.
Why are you doing it? Because God's children are not for sale. It is the fastest growing international crime network that the world has ever seen.
For Homeland Security, we can't go off rescuing Honduran kids in Colombia.
This job tears you to pieces.
And where my fathers died,
And this is my one chance to put those pieces back together.
land of the pilgrims ride.
Yet somehow you have failed to bring me one real-world lead.
It's over, Tim. Close up and come back home.
So you quit your job and you go and rescue those kids.
Let freedom ring. Let freedom ring.
South of that it's all rebel territory. No one goes in. What if this was your daughter? So, she's gone. Hear that? That's the sound of freedom.
Okay, so I feel like I watched the entire film. I was just gonna say, if Spencer just let that shit play for the rest of the life, that was another 40 seconds of footage right there. Oh, it was just gonna be that.
Oh yeah, they're just talking about how they have free tickets out for people to actually go watch the
I thought
movie.
it was just gonna be like that particular like banner for the next like 40 seconds.
No.
And then I'm sorry, Spencer would not stop playing it. Sorry, I confused. You're both fired. So you kind of feel like you saw the entire film in just that 2-minute clip, right?
Right.
It is based on a true story.
Yes,
in fact, it's actually so true that CBS News did a report on it 10 years ago about the actual person who did this, Tim Ballard. He literally quit his job to go save at least the one child or many children from.
Oh no, he saved I think it was something like 30 kids or something like that.
Holy shit.
No, he saved quite a few. And you would think that this movie was just all
kinds of crazy conspiracy theories on, Dems wanting to eat children and all of this QAnon craziness from the certain articles that came out on this. I mean, if he brings them up right now, and mind you, these are the same publications that praised the Netflix film Cuties.
Yeah, Cuties.
So if you bring up the first one from Rolling Stone is one of the ones that praised Cooties as well. And this is their tweet. So review: Sound of Freedom, the QAnon tinged thriller about child trafficking is designed to appeal to consensus of a conspiracy. What? Conspiracy adult boomer. I mean, this fucking guy cannot get this thing right. He can't get it right. Jesus Christ.
He's being what we call a joomer.
A joomer. And the thing that
Jewish
they harp
boomer.
on is that the actor has
Jim Caviezel.
ties
Hold
to
on,
like QAnon
Jay, can you
theories.
pronounce his name?
What is it?
What's the actor's name?
Jim Caviezel. I know him as Jesus Christ.
I mean, he did play Jesus Christ in The Passion of the Christ.
I know him as Jesus Christ, and he's a great actor. He really is, and he has some ties to QAnon, craziness and stuff like that.
Make no mistake, he definitely has ties to QAnon.
Yes,
but that's not the point. You have to separate the art from the artist.
Exactly. And what's really fucking dumb of these people, like of people of Rolling Stone and Washington Post and all these things, is that the normies have no idea what the fuck QAnon is at all. So they'll read your article, then go watch the movie, which I've seen, that has zero fucking ties to anything QAnon related whatsoever. The movie is the guy goes and saves children, and it shows like the real aspects of child trafficking, especially through the border. And that's it. And it's the demons are the cartels that are doing this. So when you're trying to label this all as QAnon and stuff, and you go watch this movie that has nothing to do with QAnon,
have you actually seen the full
you know what?
film?
I'm with this. Yes. And they're going to be like, "Oh, I'm with this. I actually will be, if QAnon is against this, I'm with this."
Okay, I just want to say a couple things because before I forget. One, I don't think you could cast anybody in this role besides Jim Caviezel because of his, well, specifically because of what he believes, but also because of the controversy that kind of is brought in, and it's free. It's free publicity. It's free publicity, and Sound of Freedom has paid dividends on that.
Oh yeah,
by like getting #1 on the box office. Like, you can't make this shit up.
You can't.
It's actually kind of crazy. The libs like did this to themselves. They started hate talking about Sound of Freedom, and all they did was out themselves as like child trafficking sympathizers while also helping fucking Sound of Freedom, which if any actor played that role would get no coverage. No one will go watch it. As good of a story as it is, they propelled it to #1. It's a summer blockbuster at this point.
It's the thing you love mentioning. It's the Barbara Streisand effect.
It really is the Streisand effect.
In full fucking swing. And you're totally right. And he's also a really good actor. Like, I'm not going to give any kind of like bad criticism on him on the way he acted on this. And it really doesn't put so much on like trying to force feed you Christianity or like his religion and his religious beliefs, and he's doing this because of Christ and stuff like that. No, he's doing it because he believes that it's the right thing to do, basically, to go save these children.
I mean, like, look, I think, like, I haven't seen the film. If I were to just judge the film based on what I saw in the trailer, I'd say, like, sure, it's probably compelling film and the compelling story. Not a huge fan of the production value, but that's just me. I'm just a nerd who looks at production value.
Oh, well, do you know how much? Do you know what the budget was?
I'm sure it was super low.
It was $12 million. That was
12 million?
12 million, something like that. It was like, it didn't even break $20 million. And with what they used on the budget, it was really good. Like it was like, if you go in knowing that it was like a very low budget film, like they really pulled it off very well.
I know. And again, I'm just a stickler when it comes to certain like editing, for example. Wasn't really a big fan of that trailer. But again, I feel like it's because the trailer gave away too much and I didn't like the sound mixing. Sorry, that's just attention to detail here. Okay. It's really into the weeds.
Oh yeah.
But
I know
because
HVH
my only knock on
is produced so fucking well. Yeah.
Like that's my only knock on it. Like at this point, it's not even about like, well, Jim Caviezel is a QAnon like shaman, or in our case, a Quranon,
a Quranon
shaman.
The Q.
The true Q, the holy Q.
Right. No, but I'm telling you, you go watch it knowing that it was something like $15 to $18 million.
Yeah, I mean,
you're going to be impressed.
Accept it for what it is. If you can accept it for what it is, you will enjoy. I'm sure you will. Well, I don't know if you could say you would enjoy it, but you would be impacted by it. It looks like a rough watch. It looks kind of rough.
Rough and how? Like the production value?
No, like the fact that it's literally about child trafficking.
Yes, it kind of is.
That is a heavy topic.
They do a very, very good job in walking that line because like what it's about without having to actually completely show you everything that happens to these children. Like they do a very, very good fine line on it. And honestly, it was a pretty good movie, and I can see why it was number one as the box office, especially when you have such big names like Indiana Jones out right now.
Yeah.
And Indiana Jones has fucking tanked. The Flash has tanked. I mean, you have a film that's budgeted at $15 million doing better at the box office than ones that just production value cost $200 million. Was Indiana Jones without the advertisements and everything, $200 million, and it tanks as bad as it's doing.
Hold on. Jay, can I show you something?
Yes, of course.
I really want to show you this. It's actually pretty fucking nice. Look at that. Look at that Rotten Tomatoes score right there.
That's nice.
Very, very nice.
That is nice.
No, but I haven't watched the Indiana.
I haven't seen it either, nor do I really want to go see it. It looks kind of sad.
Yeah.
I've actually never been this bored with, or this like unamused or unexcited. I don't even know what the fuck word I'm looking for. I've never been less excited for an Indiana Jones film than this one.
Right.
Sorry,
You know what's really funny is that there's another movie that's being made right now by a huge cult leader, and that's Tom Cruise with Scientology. And you do not see the same kind of fucking articles that are coming out just talking about Scientology instead of talking about the movie. And I would say that Tom Cruise and his position in Scientology has harmed a shitload more people than Jesus Christ has in his role as being a QAnon conspiracy theorist.
He is part of the movement that overthrew democracy. The two are not the same. The two are not the same. Can't say that. How dare you compare QAnon to Scientology? Of course, QAnon is way worse, right?
Absolutely. I'm sure Jim caring about, child trafficking and shit is so much worse than
Man,
Scientology.
I feel
actually ruining
the act of
thousands of
sending
people's lives.
boomer Trump memes all day to people on 69 chan or some shit like that. God, fucking terrible.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's the priorities that people have when it comes to this type of stuff. So they go in and it just showcases like the bubble the journalists are in. They all are in this little bubble that just go, they write these articles not for the public or not to inform the public, just so they can get, pats on the back from the other journalists that are in there. Oh, you wrote about QAnon? Oh, yeah, this is great. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And the average person is like, what this doesn't mean anything to me.
It's just so wild to me to think that, like, you really have to come out with a really great fucking movie in order for people to ignore talking about how shitty you are in real life. It's like, and again, I'm not saying this is true of anything, but remember during the Kobe Bryant rape saga in 2004?
Yeah.
Where it was like what's it called? Like some hotel maid accused him of sexual assault and rape. And he was stood trial in Colorado. All the while, he was still playing for the Lakers. And he was putting up like 30 every night. And I don't know if it was Chappelle who said it, but it's like if he dropped anything below that, every Laker fan would be like, that brother,
that rapist, that fucking rapist.
So
super con bro who raped Kobe. Oh, a hill in California.
A hill in California. Holy shit. Also, Super Con Bro, thank you for the Rumble rant saying horned shaman broke democracy. It's true.
Yep, it ruined. I mean, it ruined democracy so much that Biden's is president. They completely destroyed democracy.
They really did. They destroyed it. Can we play that CBS News clip of? Did you add it? I can do that. This is what CBS News said about Tim Ballard. The same media. Are you playing it now, Spencer? Jesus Christ. Worst producer on the planet.
Last weekend, police broke up
his
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. The biggest boomer ever.
Last weekend, police broke up a major sex trafficking ring in Colombia, which has become a destination for tourists looking for sex with boys and girls. The police had help from an American who went undercover to rescue the children, and Elaine Quijano met him.
Tim Ballard has one mission: to track down child traffickers. 4 months ago, Colombian authorities asked him to investigate a tip that children were being sold there as sex slaves.
Within a half hour, this individual walks up to me, starts asking me what I'm here for, what I want, and within minutes, he says, well, I've got kids as young as 11 years old.
Ballard, a former Homeland Security agent, now heads up Operation Underground Railroad, a nonprofit group that rescues trafficked kids. After that first meeting, the Colombians asked him to put together a sting.
No men will be in here, only women.
Operation Underground Railroad spent months planning, renting this house, rigging it with hidden cameras to document the crime, coordinating with Colombian authorities, and negotiating with the traffickers.
How they find these kids is they lure them in by pretending to have a modeling agency. They target them at 9 or 10 years old. And they were telling us that about by 11, they're ready for sex. They're ready to be sold.
What is that like, looking into that kind of person's eyes?
It's horrifying, and this is why. Because I've got a smile in the face of evil. This is the table where we're going to do the negotiation.
Less than 24 hours after the operatives landed, the suspected traffickers arrived on the island, and the final deal with the undercover team began. 54 boys and girls aged 11 to 18 were ushered in for what had been billed as a sex party. They were given candy and drinks and told to wait in this small room.
Holy shit. So that is what CBS News reported back in 2014. Please tell me, how is that a QAnon conspiracy? It gets worse when you see how just a couple days ago we have a U.S. Marine being taken into custody after a missing 14-year-old girl found in barracks at Camp Pendleton. I'm not saying that this is unrelated. I'm not saying it's related, actually. But this comes on the heels of like fucking Guardian tweeting out this shit. Back in April, how Facebook and Instagram became marketplaces for child sex trafficking. Okay. You have there was a Jezebel article, I think, that they were also calling how everything with respect to this Sound of Freedom is just, showing how child sex trafficking is just a QAnon conspiracy theory. And then literally, Spectator Index tweets out, United States police say footage found on the cell phone of a Tennessee soccer coach after he left the device behind at a restaurant showed videos of the rapes of 10 unconscious boys. Jesus. And you're telling me that this type of shit just doesn't happen. It's all a QAnon conspiracy theory? Really?
It's
really
fucking nuts. It's so fucking nuts. It's so mind-boggling that they'll try to push it. I mean, sex trafficking of minors and kids is so fucking horrible and prevalent in the world that it is today. I mean, it is a $1 billion industry, underground industry that is just a free-for-all. Nobody is safe. And the worst thing is that like our border isn't safe, and it's encouraging for people to be able to do that. We have accompanied minors coming in the thousands coming in through our border.
Yeah.
And they want to pretend that this is not an issue that is worth fighting. It's so nuts.
No, it's
so nuts.
Absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. So we actually wanted to cover this story last week, but because obviously we did a show on Thursday last week, and we didn't even get a chance to talk about this because there's so much news happening, albeit being a holiday week. But in Pennsylvania, I don't know if you heard about this. Oh, you probably haven't, because the media fucking buried this shit. Because as soon as it came out that the suspect was a trans woman or trans man or whatever the fuck she was, as soon as they found out that it was a BLM supporter who committed a mass shooting in Philadelphia, killing how many people, Jay? There were 5 counts of murder, 5 counts of attempted murder, 10 people shot, 5 of them dead. As soon as it came out that the shooter was whoever this fuck is, and also that they were arrested without incident, right?
Yeah,
they weren't
if there was incident,
weren't shot by police. They them were not shot by police.
Yeah.
As soon as it came out that happened, the media were like, "Nah, please get this shit out of my fucking face."
Right.
I want to talk.
This is
no one's talking about it.
No, this is like the fifth or sixth incident where a trans person was the perpetrator of a mass shooting, and they don't want to talk about it. They don't, especially on the heels of Pride Month, and now it's non-binary week, so there's that too.
Oh, that's right. That's right. What was your tweet about that? That was so good. It's like, please stop talking about us. Also, us. Now's a week about me.
Yeah, I mean, it's so fucking hilarious because the LGBTQ community is like, we just want to be left alone. And then you have all of these organizations that are like, oh, don't forget it's Pride Month. Oh, don't forget it's non-binary week. Oh, don't forget it's Pronoun Appreciation Month. Oh, don't forget, and it's nonstop for 365 days of the fucking year that they want to throw this into your face over and over and over and over again. It's fucking insane. It's so insane. It's so insane that Miss Netherlands is a trans woman. The person who won Miss Netherlands is fucking trans. It is fucking hilarious. And the person who won this is fucking hilarious when you see it. Just picture this in your head first. A early 2000s SNL skit where Bill Hader plays a trans person who wins Miss Universe. Show the picture of who this the winner of Miss Netherlands.
I have it. Does
Just
Spencer have
picture
it?
that in your head.
Maybe it's
fucking hilarious.
What's going on?
That's right, Miss Netherlands, and you're going to get it picked up.
Are you asking me to do it, or are you asking our producer who's supposed to do it to do it?
Are you guys serious? Here, I'll do it.
Oh, here we go. Spencer finally gonna show us. Wait, that's a man?
Yes, and that's the person that won Miss Netherlands. Zoom in. I'm telling you, it looks like Bill Hader in a wig.
Oh yeah, it's like it's like Stefan.
Yeah, exactly. This is like if SNL was still edgy and shit. They wanted to make fun of the insanity that the world is in right now, where we have men win women's.
I see it. It's there.
It's so good. Oh my god, it's so fucking hilarious. It's so fucking hilarious. That's where we are in this world right now. There is nothing that a woman can win. There is nothing that a woman is allowed to have. There's nothing that a space that is allowed to be for women. It is going to be men winning beauty pageants. It's going to be men winning women's sports. It's going to be men in your locker room, men in dresses with a boner with your daughters in bathrooms. That's where we are.
That's where we are. And it gets better because, and I don't know if you have seen what U.S. women's national team star Megan Rapinoe said about trans athletes.
Mm-hmm.
She tweets, U.S. women's national team star Megan Rapinoe says the U.S. has weaponized women's sports against trans people and is trying to legislate away people's full humanity. And if you look a little bit more closely, you'll also remember that the FC Dallas under 15 boys squad beat the U.S. women's national team in a scrimmage. So what she is saying is that we suck, guys. We need more men on our team.
Mm-hmm.
So
honestly, if you had LeBron James decide that he's a woman and go play in the WNBA, that would be the most viewership you've ever had in the WNBA ever. You're just going to go and watch him dunk on these women and do 125 points every fucking night. It's so fucking nuts.
Well, it's just so wild to me because she can say this shit now because she never had to play with any trans women in soccer.
Right.
So maybe try shutting the fuck up and playing against the trans women in soccer and watch your ass get beat by a dude who is being weighed down by his massive balls and cock claiming that they're a woman. Sorry, I don't know why I had to give you the imagery of a massive ball and cock just flopping around, you know, at the U.S. women's national team. Just wanted you to think about.
Thank you.
Some butch, we'll call it East German soccer player with just the biggest horse cock, floppy balls, playing against our U.S. women's national team.
And every time he scores a goal, he teabags the goalie.
Oh God.
That's too good.
Wow, in 69 minutes we covered all those topics. Can you believe it?
Amazing. We're doing better. We're doing better.
We're doing so much better. And now for some more sponsors to get bodies like these, sign up for Nutrisystem, where you buy one, you get 1 month free with the link in the description. Why do you have a link in bio? Why do you have a link in bio? It's not a link in bio. The description is not the bio. Literally the worst producer on the history of the planet. You're fucking fired, Spencer.
Get bodies like these. Buy one, get one free. And you also, and they throw in these pepperoni nipples too.
Yeah, you get the pepperoni. Mine are like extra small pepperoni nipples. But look, we're getting it in, right, Jay?
Oh, every fucking day.
We gotta flex for the Habibis.
We gotta.
No, are you not gonna flex with me? This is for bodies like these. For bodies like these.
And you also go bald too. It's one of the.
That's true. I am actually kind of losing a little bit. It's getting thin. Ernie, let me go get Ernie.
Yes, Ernie. As we talk about our next sponsor, Alpha Paul, you get a 15% discount on any of your purchases with the link down below. Habibis, I ran out of bourbon, so I've been drinking just gin on ice. Hendrick's gin on ice. It's not too bad. I think gin is probably my favorite clear alcohol compared to like vodka and tequila. I'd rather do it like a nice gin with mint and cucumber. Oh my God, that's the drink right there. Like just some gin, a little bit of lime, some mint and cucumber, and you are going to have such a refreshing drink. It's fucking great. There it is right there. There it is right there. That's the donut.
Hey, bud. Oh, that might be really close.
Oh, there he is. Look at him. I hate dogs. I've been raising a dog right now for about a year, and I have to say, they're just not worth it. They're not. They're not. You get hair everywhere in your house. You get and it's an older dog, so their feet, there's like a feet smell. And I've done everything. The last thing I'm going to do right now is soak their paws in like baking soda for like 20 minutes.
How did you adopt this dog?
Doesn't matter. So that's the next step that I'm going to try and do. And put it on. And everybody's like, oh, but they're cuddly and they love you. And but like, I don't want to sleep with this smell. No, thank you. I like my space in my bed as well. Like, look, cats is where it's at. Cats are like the pet to have because they take care of themselves.
Such an Arab thing to say.
It's not that hard to clean up after them. All that kind of stuff. Gecko Music. He rescued that dog from child traffickers. Honestly, I'll just give him back. That's fine.
Read that one, Jay. It's for you.
Even Hitler liked dogs. Jay, you're worse than Hitler. It's too good. Oh God.
And Habibis who are just joining, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and hit the join for locals so you can be part of the non-Porsche chat and join us for Habibi game nights. We're trying to plan one for Sunday. This weekend. We're going to play some Jackbox games and maybe get some of the Habibis to download Counter-Strike so we can do some terrorists. Some
Allahu Akbaring.
Allahu Akbaring terroristness.
And our last sponsor is Technosport. It's the types of chairs that we play in. We use a promo code Technobros. Technobros, you get 10% off.
Yeah, totally worth it.
Honestly, he has it right this time. It says link in description, not link in bio. Worst producer ever.
No, especially if you're playing for a couple of hours. I mean, even doing podcasts like this with the chair, it really helps. They're really, really comfortable.
I'm really getting a lot of butt support. Feels good in my butt.
It really does.
Yeah, Arnie likes it too, right, buddy? So, anyways, Habibis, that's been the show for this week. We'll be back, or at least I'll be back on Thursday for the list stream. And Jay, oh God. Ask us anything, Habibis.
All right. So yes, Siraj will be back on Thursday. Oh my God, what's this? What the fuck is this? What is this?
This is. Wait. We got rejected by Ukraine. Got rejected by NATO.
Did they really?
I guess they did.
No. They didn't. They said refuse to give Ukraine time frame on.
Oh, is that so? That's not the same as just like rejecting them outright. It's just sort of like
to offer,
not now.
Yeah, that's all they're saying, and I think, and it's fucking smart because the thing is, I mean, I don't think the nations of NATO really want to get into the shit that's happening because you know it's really great. What's
Russia.
Really great is that all of these NATO allies that we pay billions into are just sitting back while we're the only ones who are paying billions to fucking Ukraine. I mean, step the fuck up at least. Holy fucking shit. But I mean, it's smart for these countries to do that and just, take complete advantage of the complete retardedness that is the United States government.
It really is pretty fucking terrible. So, anyways, babies, oh, Cold Beer 69. Oh, Master Thief sent this one. We got to do this one. We have to react to this. There's just no way we can't not react to this. What am I looking at here? Why am I looking at here? And why has everyone sent this to me congratulating me on my new job?
Too good. It's too good. That is so good. From
Vaseline brand. I'm sorry, Vaseline brand. They tweet out that glazed glow that only slugging can create. All you need is Vaseline healing jelly. I'm sorry.
And what's hilarious is that slugging is an actual skincare process that some people do before or after they sleep that helps with wrinkles and everything. But Vaseline is also known for being, pretty good lube for other activities. So that's pretty fucking hilarious. That's pretty good.
So, I'm now looking at different definitions of slugging on Urban Dictionary. Let's read through some of these. Slugging involves coating the skin in some kind of emollient or occlusive like Aquaphor or Vaseline as a way of trapping moisture like a slug or snail for that beautiful dewy slimy look. If your skin is dry after washing, you might add hyaluronic acid after a rose water spritz, followed by your night cream to finish with Vaseline as your slug to trap the moisture. Okay. Use that in a sentence. That's not what you think it is on my pillow. I tried slugging last night and left you crazy slime trail. Okay. All right. Here's the next one. Slugging is the act of rubbing Vaseline all over the front of your naked body, then sliding around like a slug on your kitchen floor or any floor where it is possible to slide. Tarmac is ill-advised.
Very good.
Slugging.
Slugging
when a girl,
when a girl
got a fat ass.
I'm gonna do that when I come down to Florida. I'm just gonna be like, "Girl, you slugging?
You slugging?
I'm gonna walk up to a random chick at the bar.
Man,
and
girl,
just be
you
like, "Girl,
slugging right now.
You slugging, girl."
There's
slugging, the
another
act
one.
of
You wanna read?
pre-coming
Yeah, get this
and
one.
leaving. The act of pre-coming and leaving a trail of semen on one's body or after vaginal sex, not cleaning the penis, and leaving mixed body fluid trails along one's body, mainly the butt during spooning. Good morning. You may want to wipe your butt because I was slugging you last night.
The next definition of slugging: a sexual act performed by a man and either another man or woman. The man's sperm's on the back of the other person, and belly slides across over the person, leaving a slug-like trail on the back of the victim.
Oh, fuck. That's so good. That one is so good.
Oh God, that's a good note to end on there, Habibis. I think we've had our fill. I'm gonna go slug away out of here. As always, Habibis, hit that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that join button. Join us on Locals. Use the promo code Barbie did 911. We only are giving out 10 of these bad boys, so hurry on in and grab them. Grab it from.
Yes, and join us Sunday.
And join us
Grab
Sunday.
them and join us
Join us
Sunday.
Thursday night, 10 p.m. East for the list stream, and then join us on Sunday, inshallah. We're gonna play some Habibi game night.
Yes, Habibis.
So for the Habibi Bros, I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
And we will see you next time on Habibi Power Hour. Peace it. Mess with Emma.